Hey everybody. Uh, Today was one of those days that I just have to finish the day by saying all's well that ends well. You know, before I came to the Philippines, I had heard of this phenomenon that happens to expats when they're here a few years. The things that are different here seem kind of cute, but they're inconvenient. They're kind of, you just say, well, that's different. Okay, keep on moving. But it's like a little pebble in your shoe. You know, you can ignore it for a little while. Then something else there, another little pebble, and then another little pebble. And they say after about 5 years, that's the time when you make a decision. Can you handle it or not worth it? So I said all that to say that's the way this day started. I was very excited about being able to give away something. My wife, many years ago, made me this bag. I call it a book bag or a handbag, and it was very special to me because she made it for me. Put two pockets on the outside, two pockets on the inside, and a nice lining. And I used it a lot. I'm hoping that I can find a picture of me using it in a different country or sometime in the past. But anyway, she had made several other bags for me over the years. And I said to myself, I think I haven't used that bag in years. So maybe it's time to give it away. Somebody will appreciate it. So once before, I had driven up to Bo's Coffee, kind of like a Starbucks, coffee. And I'd given this man this shoe shine kit. Oh, he really appreciated it. And he always went out of his way to clear a parking spot for me. So I thought, I'm going to let that man have this, my bag. So dropped Gloria off at her usual McDonald's, and she'll stay there for a little bit, maybe meet somebody, and then she'll go what they call sori sori, running around. So I pulled into Bo's Coffee with high expectations. And I said to him, I said to myself, I'm going to brag on my bag, and then I'll tell him, it's yours if you want it. It's my gift to you. And he's going to go, oh, wow, wow, really? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That's what I was thinking. So went up to him, and I was showing off the bag. Look, two pockets on the outside, two on the inside. My wife made this. She's a seamstress. Blah blah blah. And I said, I'd like to give it to you. He said, no. You don't want it? No. I thought to myself, what? So that kind of twisted my nose a little bit. And okay, that's the way you want to be about it. So that was one pebble that was in my shoe. So I walked inside. Hey, everybody. And they're normally very friendly. And I said, can you explain something to me? Maybe it's Filipino culture, a misunderstanding. I have this bag that my wife made, and I wanted to give it to the guard. Right in the middle of my talking, the guy turned around and walked away. Hey, I'm talking to you. I want a little sympathy or explanation for my, you know, my situation. So then a lady comes out. Can I help you? And I'm saying to myself, yeah, give me some coffee. So I paid her. So that was another pebble in my shoe that this fella had walked out trying to tell him something. So I sit there, waited. And I'm saying to myself, man, normally it takes like 5 minutes or so to get that coffee. So I went up there. Nakalimutan ka ba sa kape ko? Ano nangyari sa kape ko? She said, oh yeah, it's here. So either just got finished making or it'd been a while. So I got it. I took it back to the. So that was another little pebble in my shoe. So I went back to the table. I set it down. It almost spilled. The table was wobbly. You would think that I'm used to wobbly tables here. Because a lot of them are handmade, and you can't get it. And normally you stick a piece of paper or cardboard or something, and straighten it out. But that was like the fourth or fifth pebble in my shoe. It's too much. So I got up, didn't finish my coffee, so that fixed them, and left. I didn't even look at the guard. I just got in my blue boy, and I said to myself, I know where I can get a comfortable situation. I'm going to go to my new favorite place, Sideways. So made it to Sideways, which is a restaurant. I say it's new. It's new to me. It's been there maybe over a year. But what I liked about this place, I don't know if I told you that When I'm sitting at the table having my coffee, like in the States, the waitress will come over and say, "Is there anything you need? You need more coffee? You okay?" And it's just like a good feeling when a waitress does that. Normally, the restaurants that I've been to, here's your order and see you later. Can somebody take my order? Hey, can I get a bill? Can somebody help me? That kind of situation. So I told the owner this a while back. I said, I really like it when your waitresses, you know, uh, keep in touch with me while I'm sitting there. I may need more coffee. I usually have, a couple of cups of coffee. And he said, well, thanks for telling me that. So anyway, so I knew this is a customer, a Bud Brown customer friendly place. So I went there. Good morning, Ma'am Buntag. Kumusta?
Kumusta, sir? Okay lang?
Ha?
Kumusta?
Okay lang. The owner is another fascinating thing. He's from South Africa. Oh boy, another language. Sure enough, he speaks Afrikaans, which is a very similar to Dutch because if you know the history, the Dutch uh, was going around Cape Horn and they stopped in South Africa and set up a settlement. And it's a long story, but anyway, so the Dutch settled there, and as time went by, the Dutch language mixed with local language, and so there was a language called Afrikaans. It's based on Dutch. So I said, I never had an interest in Afrikaans before, but now I do because here's this fella. And so he was giving me some good practice in speaking Afrikaans. He came, and so we chit chatted, and we talked about there's African languages there too. Hello, my friend. Goedemorgen.
Alles goed?
Alles goed.
Good.
Do you know this word? Sabone.
Saboni, yeah.
Sabone.
Yeah, that's Sutu. One of the black languages.
I got a bug in my head about South Africa now. And so I'm looking at Zulu and Xhosa.
Oh, excellent. Excellent.
There's a language called Zulu, Zulu, and Osa, and it's got a click in it like Osa, 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 Osa like that. Anyway, so it's spelled Xhosa. So those languages, and he knew a little bit of each one of them because he lived there. And by the way, there's 11 official languages in South Africa. I didn't really know much about South Africa before, but once you start learning a language, the culture comes with the language. So, we chit chatted about learning Xhosa and Zulu and Afrikaans. And then I went down, sat down. Sure enough, they came right away, took my order, took my coffee, and I started feeling better. So I had a good breakfast. They made it just the way I like it, omelet, vegetable omelet, basically. And I got to thinking, maybe the guard, I'm trying to make excuses for the guard. Maybe he's not allowed to take gifts, although I have given gifts to guards before, but maybe they were just being polite and risked taking a chance. But this young man who I'd never met before, and he didn't know me, I didn't know him. He didn't know this guy. Maybe I'm trying to trick him or something. So, for him to not take it, it may not be a rude gesture. It may be in just that, hey, he's not supposed to, and he don't want to get in trouble. Okay. So I'll accept that. And the wobbly table, it's not a big, and all these things in them in themselves, they're not a big deal. But you put them all together, stack one on top of the other. Ah, so I was glad to end up sideways, and it ended up being a good day after all. But maybe I'm telling you this so if you're following what I'm doing here, or if you're planning to come here, or if you can relate because you've been here for a while. So anyway, that's it, and hope everybody has a great day. Don't let those pebbles add up in your shoe. See you next time. Bye bye.